Rana, and welcome to FM Tahiti. We've got a cup match against Uahuka Chevres to play in this episode. So at the quarterfinals, you can see the teams that are left there. I think probably Papite and Bora Bora are probably the strongest sides left in it. Taha, the defending cup holders, but they're having a terrible season, to be honest, so far. They're still pretty dire results-wise, so I'm not too worried about them. I think we've got a reasonable chance of making it through to the semi-finals. I would say that normally. There are a few things to take into account. First of all, we lost to Moria and we lost to Bora Bora, so we're on a bit of a poor run. And also we've got some squad issues. So Ahmed Smith, I was going to say star keeper, but really our only keeper. Got himself injured for 3 to 4 weeks. Oh no, the physio's been working on him. So 11 days to 3 weeks. So he's out for a little while. And obviously we got rid of Hamish Bennett, who was our first choice. So I had to bring up another youth goalkeeper, Scott Jones, who isn't terrible. He's about championship level. He's fairly professional. We're going to have to give him a go. We've not got much choice. There's also the greyed out keeper, but we're not going to go for them. Michael Weaver is suspended. Daniel Naran is suspended. Phil Douglas still isn't back from injury, not fully. Almost there. And John Chisholm's also got a bit of an injury. I can't remember if that was his knee or his he pulled something. Williamson's not quite fit, so we're going to have to play around with the team a little bit to make this fit. So less than ideal, but not impossible. Basically, we need to swap out our midfield, which is doable. Give Higgins and Spearling a go. Get Leon to the bench. What else? Should we play Henderson on? Is it time for Henderson? Might as well. Chisholm's going to have to come off for Wallace. He's injured and we've got... Yeah, let's get an extra defender on there. If he's injured, might as well. This is Henderson's chance, I think, to come back from his 10-month layoff for his cruciates. They're taking a little while to warm up this time. So 4-4-2 against 4-4-2. We've not lost against them yet. Could be coming. Managed to motivate Darren Chant, that's about it. Uahuka Chevres being one of the islands with a goat problem. Again, common story for some of the islands of Marquesas, where they've let livestock sort of loose that wasn't indigenous to there. There's such problems like that on Rura too, where we are. Gerard's not scored for a couple of games. More than a couple of games now, actually. I think he might be getting on for 4. Oh, Richards. Nicely taken. Well-weighted ball from Waite, and then nicely taken by Richards. Just swapped flanks. Who needs Gerard scoring when you've got this going on? Yeah, nicely taken. That's why we like Richards. You can rely on him for that. Yes, I think Gerard's... He didn't score in the last 2 games because we lost them both 1-0. I don't think he scored in the game before that, so maybe he's on 3. If he doesn't score again, I can check and see how many minutes it's been since his last goal. Do I recognise many of the names on here? I think I recognise Cross. I have looked at him at some point. Wait, gets it in the box. Bit of a scramble, maybe. Richards. And another. Richards is going for his hat-trick. If we keep this up, we're getting into the semi-finals. First time ever. As we're only in our 2nd season, there's still plenty of first-time evers for us to go for. Yeah, relatively calm by Richards there. He's got a brace. Less than half an hour, you'd be a bit calmer, I guess. Or buzzing. but I don't think buzzing is a body language descriptor in the game. Close him down. Somebody tackle. I kind of feel like the keeper should have stopped that. At the same time, he is not just a youth prospect, but a backup youth prospect, so it just feels like a bit of a weak goal, doesn't it? Yeah. I said about that one, the better. Salbury hoofing that one up. That looks a little dodgy. Got Wallace and Gerard playing together again. Now Wallace is freed from his under-23 duties. Hopefully now he'll be a little bit more rested and ready to score. It's fairly even match stats wise, but we'll see. Higgins picks up his yellow card. I think because he's in the ball winning role, whoever's in that one's going to get a few yellow cards. Spearling's been quiet though. So 2.5 time. That's okay. Just Darren Chant again. He's the only one getting behind my team talks today. Anyone to bring on? Not yet. It'd be good if we could bring Higgins off, but I don't think we've got much in the way of central midfield cover. Card him. Richards was too tricky for him. There we go. Straight at the wall. Richards needs his hat-trick there. Silky skills. Been keeping the faith with McCloy as well, even though he's the kind of backup right back. He's been playing well enough. Gerard from a long throw, just back out. Seemed like that could have been more dangerous than it actually was. They just kept knocking it around wide rather than sort of being direct and getting a good shot off. Got Lee on the bench, could give him a go. He's not defensive. He's not ball winning. Con Richards, yeah, keeps it alive. Oh, Jansen. And Waite picks up the second ball, but that wasn't bad by Jansen. And Waite's been given a little run in. I think I did say in the last episode I was going to change up the centre-back pairing, but I think I'll do that for the next match. Off 3 up front, apparently. P. Cheats. Leon for Higgins then. It's not his ideal position, but it'll have to do. I think Wallace is going to come off for Henderson. So on now, let's give him 20 minutes. Bit nervous for him. Just don't want his leg to go again. I imagine if he gets injured again, he'd probably just retire at this point. Which I have had happen to players. It's been in FM for a long time, actually, I think. For a good few versions, where if you get an injury that's severe enough, often enough, they'll retire. I think I had a player retire because he broke his leg twice in a row. That was it. He was done then. One more sub for the last few. McIntyre for McCloy. Do you want to get rid of Spearling with just no one on the bench who can play that position, apart from Lee, who's playing position he can't play, so there's no options there. Go on, Richards. Still time to get your hat-trick. Took him down. They know he's dangerous now. It's only taken them all the game. I've just realised I've missed out on an opportunity to... It's good interplay. Go on, Jared. There we go. Back to his scoring ways. I mean, it's an unnecessary goal, but Henderson set it up as well, although I think it's a team goal, this one. Waiting to Jared back to Henderson, who then lays it back off when he's in space. That worked perfectly. Yeah, I do feel like I've missed an opportunity to try that diamond tactic, because although I don't have any defensive midfielders, a central defender into defensive midfield is probably just as viable as an attacking midfielder into a midfield position. Henderson tried it. He's in the right position. Maybe he's one of those players who's just really good position eye. I thought they'd gone in for Richards. I think my eyes just went weird and I thought they'd gone in. I think we've generally outplayed them. I don't think we've ever felt that threatened by them. Even at 2-1, I was reasonably confident we could do this. Guess it helps when Richards bangs in a brace within half an hour. What I'll do after this is just do a quick check on the championship as well to see how that's going. Full time, 4-1, and we get into the semi-final. We'll wait for the draw as well, because the draw's tomorrow, I think. And lads, they love it when I praise them all. Just don't like it when they're being encouraged. The Taha have scraped through on penalties. They scraped through an extra time last time. Mea Island got through. We've beaten them in a league already. And Mopiha got through, which I think is the only island I forgot to mention in the Tahiti Societies island video. So Ukshevre's championship, what's going on in there? So Uapoa and San Pedro starting to run away with it there. No other massive surprises. Maupti, the relegated team, not doing particularly well. Semi's got £1,000 for our troubles. That makes a huge difference when you look at our overall balance of minus 112. We're now officially financially insecure. I'm going to see what other teams are like that as well when we do the next draw. It's going to start getting dicey, I think. We can't be the only team in this position, because I think wage-wise there's some spending more. Automatic draw, and there's that few in here. Automatic draw is really slow. So we get more for you. Draw all teams. I don't even know why I bothered with the automatic draw at this stage. We've not played them yet, I don't think. Where are they? 10th. We're okay. Should be an interesting one. They're another team that's playing. Yeah, so they must be one moving as well. Yeah, so finances were insecure. Go to... Could be in team stats, wait, team detailed. Go down to salary per annum. So, yeah, you can start to see some of the issues. We're only spending 141,000. There are some spending a lot more, like Bora Bora and Moria. But Bora Bora at least should have had some extra funding from the UCL jaunt they had. Bora Bora, Feral Cats, us, Motu1 and Papite are all insecure to some extent. And us, Motu1 and Papite are actually spending that much. Yeah, spending money on us. Average attendance, Pepite getting the biggest. And then we're at 478, we're almost selling out. We've not had any sellouts. We're closer than everybody else. It's decent. I mean, we're still financially a bit wrecked. I'm kind of worried, actually. If our attendance is really good, at the end of the season they might try and upgrade the stadium, but we have no money. So that could be interesting. Right, I'll pause here and we'll come back for the next match, which I guess will be against the Jupiters. Do we play it? When's the Inter-Island Cup semi-finals? Not until January. So I'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, I'm back, but I've not got on to the next match, because actually the first part of the video went on a little bit longer than I'd originally planned, so I'll just do a quick recap of a few things. We just go through the leagues and have a look at where we are in the leagues. And I'll just have a quick look at the squad as well, so you can see what I'm thinking for the squad in the long run, so I'll just spend a few minutes doing that. If we look at the Premiership, Skybrights, Moria and Pepite are doing alright. We're kind of equal with Pepite. The Eels are not far behind us, and then it drops off a little bit. Taha, as I mentioned before, are not doing well. So the Inter-Island Cup holders not holding their own. Neither are the Feral Cats or the Eruptors or Mayao, to be honest. So this could get a bit dicey for them there. Bastian Pratt, which is a great name. Top goal scorer at the moment. And doesn't look like much of a goal scorer. He's got 6. Alex Teao for Pepite. He looks okay. And then we've got Wallace. And I'm presuming below Wallace, because it's equal, would be Gerard. Look at the Championship. Uapoa, I think as I mentioned before, starting to get a bit of a lead on there. Mount T, the relegated team, not doing particularly well. And the Exiles suffering at the bottom. We're going to the gold, then AS Chance. So they were the ones who were promoted from the silver, and they're the kind of academy team. So if the players are over 21 at the start of the season, they can't play for them. So they have to kind of shed players every now and again and rebuild. They're doing pretty well. They might get into the championship, into, I say football proper, then on, but they're doing quite well. They've got the potential to grow quite a bit. Takaroa, Tubai, Naruto, all in the mix there. And then if we go into this silver, they're all under 23 teams apart from Vahanga Vines, and they're right down here. They've not done well. They seem to have shed a lot of their Gambier players, and they've got quite a mixed team. I wonder if they've just picked up a lot of kind of dregs, essentially. Not got terrible players. I mean, they're quite terrible, yeah. There's a striker who's only ever scored 2 in 42 appearances across a range of teams and under 23s and things. They would be a real challenge to take on. I like the idea of taking them on, so eventually moving on to somewhere like the Vahanga Vines, because they'll be a really small team. They'll be our kind of small to big club eventually. If they stay down here for long enough, they'll just be racked with debt. But there'll be a lot of playing under 23s, which I don't really look forward to. So that's what the leagues are shaping up as. How's our squad shaping up? Well, apart from a few injuries here and there, I'm reasonably happy with the squad. The only place I'm a bit worried is this kind of ball-winning midfielder role. We've only really got Weaver to play in it, and he's not perfect for it anyway. Got Higgins as backup. If there's too many injuries or too much tiredness, then I think we're going to have to try that diamond out until we get some new players in. And I don't think I'm going to be getting many players in the January transfer window, because check out our finances. Check out that projection. 282 in debt. So I don't want to spend much money. If anything, what I might look to do is get rid of David Thomas He's not played for us this season. Doesn't look great. Someone's interested in him, so the Spearheads and the Terrors let him go. Shave off 110 on the wage budget. Likewise, if somebody was to come in, Henderson or Williamson, I don't want to get rid of both, I'd get rid of one. I could be tempted to let them go as well, because you've got enough attacking options, really. Henderson's coming back from his 10-month layoff. He did set up that goal in the last match, but he just doesn't look good. But he plays better than his attributes look, I think. Williamson did okay last season, 7 in 22. He doesn't look or perform as well as the rest, so I could shave off a few pounds here and there, but not enough to really bring many players in, so I might just have to try and hold on and keep this kind of nucleus of the team together. There are a lot of teams interested in our players there, so Mark McIntyre, for example, Moria want him. They've got real pull now. So Hamish got in a huff when I said no to them, so other players probably will do as well. So it might be difficult to keep some of these players, but I'm going to do my best, because it's going to be also very hard to replace them when they do go. So I shall leave it there for now. You've seen the state of the leagues. Brief recap on the team itself. It's on the attack screen there. Let's move it over to the normal so you can see what's going on. I'm going to come back in a little while, so I'll probably play the Mutiny Trophy game off camera and maybe come back for the Sky Brights. So I'll play these two and then come back for the Sky Brights, because the Sky Brights and Pepite, because there'll be two big matches. Thanks for watching. Sorry it's just the one match for this, but I rambled on a bit and it was a big match because it was the cup match, but we'll come back for a couple in the next episode. Thanks very much.